And we go back to the future momentarily to talk about MegaTowers, one of the main features of Cities of Tomorrow, the first expansion pack for SimCity. Now the expansion pack does not sound that bad. Not necessarily because I like or not the MegaTowers, but because they're adding new mechanics to the game. Alright? Think of MegaTowers as a simplified Sim Tower minigame inside SimCity. You get two kinds of MegaTowers. The ones that can host low and medium wealth, and the Elite Towers, which can host, of course, high wealth Sims. Now, each tower is plopped like any other building on SimCity, and then with the edit tool, you get to add different modules to it. Say apartments to, for Sims to live in there. Mall for, providing happiness for the Sims, but also make some profit apparently. Offices for the Sims to work at, and have somewhere to work at without having to leave the building. Parks, which increase the happiness, though I'm not really sure how a park, in the middle of a building would work, but oh well. I just think parks need the sunlight, but it's the future. And then of course you get services like education, which on the normal tower works as a high school, whereas the Elite Tower works as a college. Then service drones, which now we know what they do. Basically they replace on the normal tower the police and the fire station, whereas on the Elite Tower replaces also the healthcare system. It's like a mini hospital or a clinic. Then you get to expand it to have waste reduction models for reducing the amount of garbage that is produced, the amount of garbage that is translated to recycling, and water consumption as well. You may also add nuclear and fusion power plants for normal and Elite Towers respectively, and of course they must be provided with well-skilled Sims, so otherwise you'll end up in a meltdown. Sorry, not meltdowns, apparently they just leak radiation, they don't blow up, I think. Well, that's what they're disclosing so far. So now Skybridges, they look sort of cool. They let you connect one tower to another, and that looks fairly cool, I have to say. That will allow for Sims to go to different towers and use different, I guess, malls or offices. I don't know if they really have to, but since each tower is so self-contained, but hey, they can do it without having to touch the floor. And then you get the crowns on the towers. Basically, they have different purposes, and I think you can only use one per tower, so you have to balance out what you want to use in each mega tower. And you can have air pollution scrubber crown, which cleans air pollution, and you can have more than one in the city. Then you get wind and solar power for normal and Elite Towers respectively. A tourism crown, which attracts tourists according to the tower you're using, and some kind of advertising crown, which increases the profit from the mall and offices, which I guess that is good for you, not the happiness for those buildings, but for your budget. So I think that's cool. It's some sort of investment. So overall, it changes a lot the mechanic of the game into something else. Not necessarily improving it or making it worse, just into something else. Because right now you build using roads and avenue as infrastructure for your city, and this will sort of like bypass that. You will go like, never mind that, and just focus on building vertically. So you can not forget about the horizontal axis, but sort of concentrating on the verticality and building different modules on different towers. And I don't know. Well, it's different from SimCity. It's interesting in some ways, but then again, I don't know. I like classic SimCity. Roads and connecting more roads to it, and then having traffic issues and having to deal with them, and then using tunnels or bridges or different mass transit subways or buses or trains. So that's SimCity for me. However, this is interesting. This is a twist that you never had before in SimCity, and I'm sure many will appreciate it. Now it's not that bad. we can still discuss the price. It's really personal whether the price is fine or not. But it's up to you if you want to get it or not. We still need more data, but it would seem that it's not just an expansion pack that changes the skin of your city and that's it. It changes the gameplay. It really does. But oh well, let's not bash on the expansion pack until we get more data. It's a coincidence that you're getting the Sims 3 something future expansion pack at the same time as the cities of the future for SimCity? I have no idea. But maybe that's why they're going for future now, and maybe who knows what will the future have for us. The future as in after the release of Cities of the Future, but before that, the theme of that expansion pack, it made sense. Anyway, stay tuned for more information about SimCity. Not necessarily the expansion pack, but SimCity overall. And that's it. Thank you for watching.